Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Virtuous Bodies YouTube channel. I am Dr. Tamara Richards, and in today's episode, I'm going to go over 5 mistakes that you are making because you are allowing mom guilt to take over, okay? So, girl, I know I have things to do for myself, but guess what? I got a bunch of stuff to do for my kids. Does that sound familiar? I know, girl, it's very familiar. So the first things first, mistake number 1 is you are losing sight of your why. Remember, your why is your driving force. It helps you realign yourself when you start deviating to the left or right. Your why is going to keep you centered and help you realize why you got to take the time that you need, because as a reminder from last week's episode is you are the motor that keeps the car running. Without you, the boat stops with you, okay? And so therefore you have to establish your why. Why are you going to show up every single day? Why do you show up to take care of your kids? What is so important to you? Understanding that helps you push that mom guilt to the side and continue to work towards the things that you need to bring value to yourself, what you need to pour from a full cup, and what you need to get the well-deserved self-care that you deserve. So what I want you to do is I want you to set daily reminders, okay? This may be in the form of affirmations, journaling, but something that is going to remind you to realign yourself with your why on a daily basis. So when you start drifting too far to the right or to the left, you can say, I remember that at this time every single day, I'm going to recall what my why is so I can continue and consistently show up as the woman of God and mother that I desire to be. All right, so mistake number 2 is you are not managing your time, okay? And this is a big one because here is the thing. When you decide to take time for yourself, you are going to start feeling like you're pulling yourself away from responsibilities that you know you should be doing. The thing is, the windows are not going to be there for you. You got to create those windows, sis. Block off those times. Pencil yourself into your own schedule and show up for those appointments for yourself. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to look at your calendar. I want you to write down your daily responsibilities day by day from Sunday to Saturday. Break it down in block windows of 15 and 30 minutes. And you create time for you to make your self-appointments. I call them self-appointments. Make an appointment with yourself to do the things that you need to be the mom that you want to be and so that you can pour from a full cup, okay? Because here is the bottom line. You are just as important as anything on your calendar, and you deserve to be able to take time for yourself. So the third mistake is overextension. If overextension was somebody, it would be me. Okay, so I am still speaking from experience. I am still in the trenches of overextending myself, and so I am speaking from experience. Okay, when we overextend ourselves, we cannot find the time that we need to do the things that we need for our self-care. Okay, so what does overextending mean? It means I got to be at every single rehearsal, dance practice. I got to be involved in every single thing. Like, you are the go-to all for your kids, okay? That sometimes can be overextending, okay? Even when help is offered to you, you're like, nope, I got it because I got my superwoman cape on. That is overextending yourself. You are utilizing time, or actually borrowing time that you can have for windows of opportunity for yourself because you want to be the superwoman mom. And trust me, this is me all day because I'm talking to myself. But what we have to understand is when we over obligate ourselves and we be the yes sir and yes ma'am to everybody, and we are the no ma'am to ourselves, we are doing ourselves a disservice, okay? And that's where that mom guilt hops in, where I'm gonna be there for my baby, because if not, I'm gonna feel guilty. The bottom line, as I said before, your babies deserve a mom that is pouring from a full cup into them, okay? Our babies are going to love us regardless. They're going to love us. It's one of the most precious and unconditional loves that we will ever experience. Even when we fall short, they still love us. They still give us kisses. They still tell us, oh, mommy, I love you. So you delegating tasks to other people and not overextending yourself, not just to your babies, but to your spouse, because sometimes I could be a yes sir to my husband and overextend myself. So let's go ahead and let's make a pact that we're going to be a little bit more intentional with our yes ma'ams and our yes sirs so that we can say yes ma'am to ourselves, okay? Because I'm a superwoman. Nobody can take my cape from me, okay? My cape is strong and it's tight on me. No one can take that from me. But in order for me to be the superwoman that I want to be and what I need to be to my girls, I gotta take care of myself, okay? My question for you is, what are some of the things that you can do and that you can start delegating to others so you can show up and get the self-care that you deserve? You deserve it, okay? And the fourth mistake, you're not resting your cape, sis. We are the superwoman. We're flying all over the place. We're overextending ourselves. We're not using our time management skills. And at the end of the day, we're not getting any rest. Mom guilt prevents me from resting my cape, okay? Because I want to be all these other places and I'm not getting the rest that I deserve and that I need, okay? So that's mistake number one of how mom guilt can creep in, because we're not resting our cape. And we don't rest our cape because the mom guilt is there. And I want to be the first to tell you, again, our babies are going to love us regardless. So it's okay to rest. All right. And then the last mistake is not giving yourself grace. Okay. I learned this the hard way. There is no manual to motherhood. We are out here just winging it. And we doing a hell of a job winging it, must I say myself, okay? There are going to be times when you are not going to accomplish everything on your to-do list. So remember to give yourself a little grace. And if you can't get to certain things or you can't do some things, give yourself the grace that you need and say, you know what? I would do it better next time. So here is what I want you to do. The next time that you fall short, I want you to state this, okay? I am doing the best that I can with the energy and means that I have, and therefore I am going to learn from this and show up differently and more better the next time, okay? That's what grace is. So here's my final thought. Don't allow yourself to fall short in the area and in the department of caring for yourself because you are trying to perfectly and faultlessly care for those loved ones, okay? Give yourself grace. Everything will work out. It always does. We're moms. It always works out. Give yourself grace. Now, mama, let me be the first to tell you, you are doing an amazing job. You're moving mountains, breaking generational curses. It is hard work and it can feel like a lot, but it is work that you are doing and you are doing a remarkable job at it. Okay. Now I want you to go ahead and click the link below and go ahead and download my copy of Mom Guilt to Mom Goals. Okay. Inside you will truly learn about the woman that you are today and what the needs are for the woman that you are today. Okay. And I am going to help you walk through who you are at your core, what your purpose is, what your why is, to help you build healthier habits, to show up as the mom and the woman of God that you are, and to truly pour from a full cup, okay? So go ahead, click the link below, come back, let me know, shoot me a DM, email me, and let me know how this guide blesses your life. Now, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Virtuous Bodies. Okay, shoot me a DM. Say, hey, girl, I'm from YouTube. I would love to hear from you. You can also check out my stories, as you can follow me around here in Tampa, driving these girls around town to this practice and that one, being the pharmacist that I am, health coach that I am, wife and mom that I am. You can find all of that in my stories, along with the recipes that I have in Plan Eat. So shoot me a DM. Say, hey, girl, I would love to hear you. And don't forget to check out next week's episode and like, subscribe, and comment below and let me know how this episode has been a blessing to you. Bye, YouTube. I'll check in with you guys later.